Hello? Hey. Hi. Come on, I can hear you. And next up, we have a skit, which is a change of pace while just dancing and singing. The skit is called Earth Cake, Sky Cake. And the act will be performed by VSA actors named Hien, Thinh, Nguyen, and Chau.
And also Robert Lee, Chau, Duong, and
The new year had arrived. All the king's relatives and friends are invited to the palace to watch him wrap earth and sky cakes. For several years, people throughout the kingdom had imitated the king in making Noah's earth and sky cakes to offer the ancestors at death. It was said, however, that no one's cakes could compare to the king's, and people wondered if he had some special technique for wrapping them. When the king heard this, he smiled, and then he invited all of the court for a New Year's Eve dinner, after which they could watch and help him make the cakes.
Chúc mừng năm mới. Thank you all for coming to my palace for this festival. Seems like everyone here is having a great time, so please just enjoy yourself and continue your conversations.
On the table are the necessary ingredients for New Year's cakes: fresh banana leaves, sweet long grain rice already soaked in rinse, and yellow mung beans. How the king made such beautiful cakes out of these simple ingredients was still a mystery to all present.
Wow, I believe that everyone here is for the celebration, but I am to invite you all for a story of why we make these earth and sky cakes. Now, all of you, better cooks than I, are more capable of making much more delicious cakes. But the most important ingredient, as I hope this story will show, is love.
End scene. Though Leo was the son of King Nguyen I, he did not live as luxuriously as the other princes and princesses of the kingdom. His mother, one of the king's wives, preferred a simple country life. To her, wealth was unnecessary. She asked for nothing from the king and taught her son to live simply, to have the time to learn what was truly worthwhile in life. Leo sees that the king had issued a decree that each prince was to prepare for a special dish to offer at the ancestral altar on New Year's Eve day.
My great son, you all know that this offering to show deep respect and gratitude to the ancestors. So this is a good tradition.
Leo goes to take a long walk to try to get his mind off of the matter. Later in the night, Leo goes to bed without supper, and his beloved mother appears to him in a dream. He comes back from taking a long walk and takes a nap.
Mother, haven't seen you. What's up? Oh. My dear son, my dear son, the king does not desire wealth and fancy skills as a cook. All he wants for you is a good heart, and that alone he possesses. Thank you. The rice. Let's go. I love you too.
Leo sits looking over the rice fields all morning, and at last he had an idea.
Oh, yes. What? Yes, I have an idea. Now I have to try it out. Let's see.
He soaks a pot of sweet rice after selecting the perfect grains, then soaks a pot of beans and places them on the fire. He then proceeds in gathering fresh banana leaves in the forest to make square-shaped cakes to represent Mother Earth and all the plants that flourish on her. He decided to use sweet rice because it's the most basic food enjoyed by even the poorest in the kingdom. He fills the cakes with bean paste and onions to represent other gifts from Earth, and shapes them into squares and wraps them in fresh banana leaves and binds them with strips of bamboo. He then boils them in a large pot of sweet rice and pounds it into smooth paste and shapes the paste into spheres to represent sky, and puts these on green fresh leaves.
This is it. The square-shaped cakes is an image of Earth, and the round-shaped cakes are an image of heaven. Earth nourishes the people, and heaven watches over them. Yes, I think this is what I need. I should try it out. Look delicious. Not bad at all.
He knew that his square cakes were a worthy symbol of Mother Earth, and his round cakes were a worthy symbol of heaven. He selects the best 10 of both kinds and puts them aside before retiring for the night. That night, his mother visited him again in a dream. She didn't speak, but her smile told Leo how pleased she was with the cake.
Take a nap again. Oh, I'm proud of you. Thank you, Mom.
End scene. By the time he reached the palace, the other princes had already placed their exotic and fancy dishes on the ancestral altar. Seeing the fancy dishes that the other princes had brought, Leo suddenly feels ashamed at how humbled his offering was. He feared his brothers would laugh at him. Nonetheless, he places his cakes on the altar next to the other offerings.
I have the magic cakes. I don't scare.
Welcome, my fellow citizens, and chúc mừng năm mới. And for our foreign friends inside, Happy New Year. Kids, get around. Show me the cuisines and the special meals and dishes that we have prepared to honor our ancestors who have protected us for that long. Dishes, please. Good. I like it. And good. What have you prepared us today?
I think you made like really, because this one I represent having the first. So I
These were the shaped cakes have any peculiar meaning?
yes. So the square shape is the earth, round cakes are the sky.
Interesting. Can I have a taste?
Yeah, of course, very king.
Wow.
These cakes, they're marvelous. I love them.
End scene.
Thank you.
A month has passed by and Leo has been summoned to the palace. He greets his father.
Hi, Father. I believe you have summoned me today.
Yes, Lou. I have important news for you. I have chosen you to inherit the throne. Your cakes, your marvelous cakes, have proven to me how much you honor your ancestors and that you're ready and you have the heart and the will to protect our nation. So, I believe in the power. I give you this.
Just because of the cakes.
Just because of the cakes.
Thank you.
100%.
Yeah, I met her too. She was pretty. She was really nice. Thank you, Father.
End scene.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have made a decision. Lu should inherit the throne because he has shown to me how to honor, that he's capable of honoring his ancestors and protecting the kingdom. From now on, he shall be called King Duong II.
princes expressed any resentment or jealousy to Liu. Liu, who had been raised in a simple countryside, became King Hongvung II. He taught the people how to make earth and sky cakes, telling them that it was not a skill in cooking that mattered, but a heart filled with love and gratitude. To this day, Vietnamese families offer such cakes on their ancestral altars on Tết, their hearts filled with love for their homeland.